now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you part 2 of Kevin X Anthony Carnevale. Carnevale. Wait, I need to look at the first episode again.
What is your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received? This is a good question.
It's a great question. It's a fantastic
One stands
question.
out to me.
Okay.
And it was a car.
A what?
BMW, a car.
I don't get it.
BMW, a car.
But like a toy, like a
Oh,
model
like an
car.
actual car that you drive.
You got
I don't
a
know
car?
how old I was. I'm not sure how old I was. My father got me a car. My mom got me a car.
Really?
And what's funny, like, if you know me, you know, like, I don't really, like, you know, I'm not like, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not me. So, like, he's like, it's a car.
What?
It's like a bow on it.
Why am I not first hearing about this
car?
now?
He's like,
Yeah.
you're not excited about it? I'm like, I'm really excited about it. But, like, he couldn't tell. I guess he wanted, like, me to go crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a car. It was a BMW. It was really nice.
Wow.
It was he got it for a good price. It was a stick shift. And I think he took me out once to try to show me it. I like couldn't figure it out, and he just sold it. I never got to experience. But I just remember it was like a big deal.
That's hilarious. Wait, so you were obviously old enough to start driving. Were you in your teens still, 20 something?
I would say I was probably like 20.
Okay.
And yeah, it was an older model, but it was like in really good shape.
That's
I don't know what
hilarious.
happened. I honestly think in my heart that he bought it for so cheap. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna just flip this and make money, and I'll get him something else. Because he only took me out once, and I like wasn't getting the stick shift, and then he just kind of gave up on me.
And now you can never say
And
that
now,
your dad never got
I owned
your car.
a BMW for like
You
a
owned a
week.
BMW.
For like a week.
And your parents got you a car for Christmas.
They
Like,
did.
come on, man.
That's actually a great idea. I think I'm gonna like buy my child a car and just sell it.
Well before
remember
they're
it.
old enough to drive too. It's just like that thing we were just watching.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, so mine is gonna be my parents one year got me a 61 key Yamaha keyboard.
Okay.
This is a year that I started. I must have been still when we were living in New York, Yonkers. So Yes, when we were living in Yonkers. I must have been. I was before 6th grade, so 5th, 4th grade, something like that. And I remember loving it because I was first starting to get into music a little bit, right? And I took this thing out, connected it. I was like, wow, it's so cool. It has like all these beats on it, so you can like hit like a drum pattern, like reggae and pop and all this different stuff. You can do stuff on it. And I was so happy. My younger sister was sad because conversely, she didn't have as good a Christmas this year because whatever she was looking for, she didn't get this year. And meanwhile, I'm like so happy, you know.
Yeah. So
I bought the keyboard in her room. I'm showing her how excited I am. And Danielle's very like expressive and creative, and she likes singing and all this stuff. So she made up a song on the spot, Christmas Day, about how this is the worst Christmas ever. And she had the thing playing, like the beat playing, and I was like improvising with her a little bit like that.
That's hilarious.
I definitely remember that. She was not happy. Because like, if I didn't get the keyboard, I feel like she would be okay with the situation. Like everyone was not as happy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely
That's hilarious.
And the thing is, strangely enough, and I probably should get it, that keyboard, we still have that keyboard, and I believe it's in my parents' shed.
Oh wow.
So I feel like I should get it one day and talk to my dad about
Bring it out.
Yeah, just
Maybe
like
you could do a remix.
Yeah, bring it
Best
out.
Christmas ever.
Yeah, exactly. It was a West Indian, like a reggae song that she was doing with it too. It's very weird, but it's funny.
I'm mad there's not footage of it.
Yeah, seriously. I was like, that's pre everyone having phones and all that. Okay, so this one, ladies and gentlemen, says the fact that we wore clothes 4 times larger. Okay, so good question. Good topic, rather.
Yeah.
So you guys know we wore clothes, Galaxy T-shirts, and just stuff that was just so much longer. Now let's have a dialogue about this. So part of that was kind of convenient that we didn't have to ever get sized for stuff.
It really was.
Right? We just go there, like whatever size.
I didn't have to look at the pair of jeans, what size it was. I knew I was gonna wear it regardless.
Right. You might hold it up to you just to make sure that it was long enough, but you do not care about whether it's fitted or anything. It was a very interesting trend that I know it's changed. Like it went from that. Now people
really
wear more
has.
fitted. But I
Like
want
a whole different direction.
right. I mean, I guess I was gonna say there are still people
Yeah.
who maybe like still wear real long
I
stuff.
do see that.
Yeah, from time to time. It's
I
not
do
like
see that.
you're not
I'm
gonna
like,
see.
all right, he graduated either my year or a little.
It's like you know
a little
immediately
older.
how old this guy within
Yeah.
like a 3-year span for
Exactly.
sure. I remember. Do you remember White Tee Day in high school?
I remember white tee day in high school.
Like,
yeah.
did you have white tee like that you wore that day?
I don't remember a
Something?
specific one,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm sure. That's all I bought was like Galaxy white tee.
You had a lot of them. Okay. I did not have any white tees at that time. I had white undershirts, like white t-shirts, like Hanes, that go up to here, and like were short like this, like literally like this. And I didn't know that there was a difference between Galaxy white
Big
tees and
difference.
those. Huge difference. But I still wanted to participate,
Yeah.
so I wore one of those to school. And I wore a jacket over. I was like, something is wrong with this. So I wore a jacket just like I was a little timid,
Yeah.
and I like, had it like zipped up, so like the jacket went to here. But all you can see is like the white tee, like here. You can't see how long it is, and I was very embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
So I would change that about high school too.
Yeah.
Actually, from
Like
your earlier question.
A regular white tee,
Yeah.
Galaxy.
Exactly.
I could have picked you one up because
That would have been perfect, actually.
It
I
was
don't know.
funny because the size it said free. Like it didn't have like it would say free size. Like it was just
Oh
the biggest
wait.
shirt ever.
Okay.
It didn't
Okay.
have like a 2XL.
Okay. I think I do remember that
It just
now.
said free size.
Yeah. It's like it just doesn't matter. It's massive. It's long. It just does not matter.
I remember my jeans were so big. And, like I would do my belt and they would just fall off. I was able to just like step right out. Like
They
literally.
would have no chance of staying up this.
I did it. It just dropped off. I like stepped out of them.
So
So
when
were
you
like a
put-
36.
When you put the belt on, because there's always that big wedge. So like you had like the wedge was on the back probably. Like, you don't want that.
Well, the Galaxies were so big, they covered
covered
Down to
everything.
my knee. And I remember people would wear shorts like down to their ankles.
Oh my
Or
god.
you even wear those shorts, they go down to your ankle.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, man, I wear basketball shirts underneath every time.
Underneath the shorts?
My pants, like my jeans.
Why? Instead of boxers?
I don't know, they were huge, I guess.
What the
I have
heck?
boxers, basketball shorts, and then the jeans.
Why? What? There's no reason for it?
I don't know, I just felt more
Oh my
comfortable.
god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. They filled up more of the space in those
Yeah.
huge.
But what sucked was like when the style changed, like you couldn't really keep
What do you
any
do
of those
with all that
clothes. You
stuff?
just, and no one's gonna, wear baggy clothes like that anymore. So they kind of just got thrown away.
So here's the question. Did your dad
Yeah.
ever, like when you were in that trend, did your dad ever go into the trend as well? Did he ever get really long stuff?
No.
My dad-
brother did.
Your brother did. There's pictures of my dad.
That's so funny. Man.
Long, bro, down to, and I'm not exaggerating.
He's a
There's a
big
picture
dude.
of us, yes, like down to like here. I'm
Underneath.
gonna put it on this episode. It's like we're giving each other a handshake and it's like down to here,
That's so
and it's
funny,
so
man.
wild. I'm
Yeah.
like, that looks great because he's like you say, he's a tall dude
Yeah,
as
yeah.
is already. Doesn't make any sense.
It's crazy the styles back then.
Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable, man.
All right. What event in your life would make a great movie? That's a good question. Huh. I don't really know. I would say, I guess they gonna make a movie about like my Fatima team. I think the one season we went like 50 something and 2. We had like an insanely great record.
Oh,
Won,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
A whole bunch of tournaments.
Okay.
It was like Kent, Travis, like all them guys.
Yeah,
So I think that would be cool, like a Mighty Ducks-esque.
yeah, like a legendary dominating team.
Yeah.
Do you remember the games that you lost there? Were they like close
I
games?
don't remember the
That
games.
was a long time ago.
I remember one. This was when I was a little older, but we played Perth Amboy,
Okay.
and Kent was taking the ball out of bounds, and like the guy was facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So Kent like threw the ball off his back, stepped in bounds, and like
What?
made a play, and it was
Yeah.
like a big deal. We ended up winning like a close game.
Oh
And them
man.
they waited outside. They wanted to fight him because he was like embarrassed them. They were waiting. He's like, I don't know if I should go outside. It was like a crazy.
That's hilarious,
Yeah,
man. Oh my God. All right, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Kent,
it could be-
shout out Kent,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, shout out to
enjoying
Kent.
your honeymoon over there in Rhode Island. Congrats again to you and your lovely wife. Mine would have to be the wedding weekend. Our
Okay,
wedding weekend.
okay.
And I feel like that, like just all these moments of like guests getting
Yeah.
there and like me seeing them for the first time and just that whole weekend was was just an incredible
What?
experience, and I think it was the best weekend of my life, and I think that would be the most entertaining kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I would be like the comic relief because I got like so sunburned.
Yo, you were man, yo.
Oh man,
You had no chance. Taking
Man,
showers and standing there, you said the water hitting you like.
Well, I was like making noises because I couldn't step in the water. It hurt so much.
Oh my god.
And I felt bad because like I didn't want to ruin the wedding. But
Right.
Yeah.
The one picture I zoomed in with Jess's two friends, I think Brandy and Tiffany, and then you're just like, you like this, like you just not comfortable at all, man.
Yeah, I wish I would have reapplied. But
hey man, you live
that's a
and learn.
lesson. Yeah.
So this one says, is Chick-fil-A best fast food? So I'm gonna say, so when I think of best, I think of your favorite. I'm gonna say your favorite because best is subjective, right?
Okay.
So it's Chick-fil-A your favorite fast food restaurant? And I have a question on this too. Can we combine them?
I guess we can. Yeah.
All right, let's combine them. So this is a good idea, and we'll talk about it. So my question was like, and I didn't even have Chick-fil-A there because I feel like Chick-fil-A is in a higher class, but we're gonna say I had like McDonald's, Burger King, White Castles, and Wendy's. Like, which is your favorite? So let's combine those conversations of which of those are your favorite plus this. So I would say that probably yes. I would say Chick-fil-A is the one restaurant that I feel the most comfortable going to because I feel like
a restaurant though? Would I call that a restaurant?
Oh well, best fast food joint. Yeah.
It's considered fast food.
Oh, you don't say fast food? There's a delineation.
I just say fast food. A restaurant is like
sit down place, I guess.
Olive Garden.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I would say that Chick-fil-A is the best fast food restaurant, fast food place. Yes, for sure. I feel most comfortable going there. We just went actually. So Kent's father, shout out Mr. Scriven, brought us. We were sipping on. I think did we tell you this already? I don't know if we did.
I seen
at the wedding.
in his apartment. Like,
oh yeah, you did. Yes. He brought burger.
I had that old ass cold nugget, but it still hit the spot.
I'm sure it did.
Shout out Chick-fil-A. Send me a T-shirt.
Yo man, shout out. And those sauces.
Oh yeah, send me a whole bunch of sauces.
Just send them sauces. We'll make our own chicken. We'll just add the sauces to it, spruce it up. But he brought those there, and we had. So I just had it a couple of days ago. So I'm thinking of that. But then in terms of the part B of the question, the four restaurants, my favorite out of those four, unequivocally, is going to be White Castle. I don't eat it all that often, but I love it. It's delicious to me. What do you think?
I think Chick-fil-A is by far the best fast food. It's like not even just. To me, it's like an experience. I don't know why. it's like you go there. It's like a completely different experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the people they tell me like, "Oh, it's my pleasure." I'm like, "I know it's not. I know you hate this shit. Like I know you hate that I made you give me 12 sauces."
Right.
But the fact that you said that,
they're really, really nice
it's
about
like an
it.
experience there.
I got you.
That's
I
what
got
sets
that.
it apart.
I like that.
And I think I would say White Castle too. I also don't eat it often.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it too. Like I look forward when I do get it. Mm-hmm. I think because I don't eat it often, that's why it's so good. Cause like it's an exciting moment in my life.
It's like it's so different than any of the other three
it
ones.
It really is. But you know what's funny about it? For some reason, it feels weird getting like White Castle during the day.
Oh, because you used to having it at nighttime.
Yeah, like late night, coming home. But like it's weird to me to get it midday. I'm like, oh, why am I eating White Castle right now?
Yeah, it's like something. I need to reevaluate something about my life right now for eating this.
But
That's
they
hilarious.
opened one. This is my bad, just quick.
Yeah.
They opened one by my job, which I work down the shore in Brick.
Yeah.
And I guess they don't have a lot of White Castles out there. Mm-hmm. And they had like lines into the street. They had to have like police directing traffic.
Oh my God!
Yo, they were going crazy. My coworker tried to go for like lunch. And he was like, it's a 45-minute wait. I was like, what? I guess they don't have them there. So like, this is a big deal. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's.
Oh wow, for White Castle.
That's. I mean, it is delicious.
It is.
Have you had the breakfast before?
I haven't never had it.
Not yet. Okay. Try it out if you get a chance. It's highly recommended. It's actually really good.
I'll definitely check it out.
Anytime you get like a White Castle bun with like what appears to be, and I have no reason to believe it's not, like an actual like fried egg on it with whatever else sauce. It's like I might get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might get it tomorrow.
Should. You're excited about it.
I'm actually thinking about it right now, man.
It'd be funny if this was a fast food question.
I know. We're just gonna omit it if it is.
Will the Knicks win a championship in our lifetime?
Okay.
That's a great and a sad question. I was listening to the radio today, and they were talking about how like if you're 35 or under, you've never really witnessed winning basketball. Cause, like,
if you're a Knicks fan.
Yeah, because they were like winning when we were younger. Wow. And I'm like, that's a crazy statement. This is so true.
Yeah.
Besides like the Carmelo Anthony season where they made it to the playoffs and that stuff and won one game. I think 2000.
99. This is
99,
Spurs.
yeah, they made it to the
That was their
championship.
last like good year.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, I think the odds are in our favor. I think eventually all the teams eventually get good. I mean, every year it's funny. I feel like we have a conversation about the Knicks like every year right before the season starts. I'm like excited about something. Like, oh, they got this coach or they got this player. And like this, they're gonna at least make the playoffs, and they like never do. They're always way worse. The players are like unhappy.
It's always something
They
bad.
fired the coach after 1 year. It's
Right.
like, yeah,
it's
crazy.
the worst, man. And I remember having a talk with you. You mentioned that Melo 54 win season. So I remember talking to you. I was outside my parents' house, and I was like, "Yo, man!" Like before the playoffs started, I was like, "Yo, is this the year? Like we might actually win a championship this year? Like I'm feeling good. We're like a 2 or 3 seed or something."
Yeah.
But man, yeah, I guess we don't know if they will ever win a championship in our lifetime. But if they do,
Crazy.
that would be like, it would be an unbelievable thing.
I think I would cry, honestly.
I probably would too.
It's been so long. It's been so hard, and you know, like they haven't been good. They haven't made the playoffs
All of our
much.
lives, yeah.
It's like crazy, man. And I just know how much I love basketball. And like that's my team. It's been my team. I'm not like a bandwagon guy. I don't hop on.
Right.
And you know, so just the feeling of like sticking with them through that, and then they finally do it,
Would be a huge.
would be amazing. But I don't
No.
want to get my hopes up. I don't want to
You're not holding your
set
breath,
myself up for failure.
man. We'll see.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed for I mean, just make the playoffs.
just be like,
Be
have a
competitive.
good season.
Have a good season. Have a good
Like
team.
this year, I hope like Thibodeau comes in. I hope he just makes them play hard. Like if you watch the Nets today, the Nets had all their players out, but they ended up winning. They ended up
Play
winning
Orlando
like,
or
easily.
something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But like they just moved the ball. They just played the right way. Like
Yeah.
they were nobody. I didn't know most of the people on the team.
Right.
And like
Wow.
it's just you play the game right, you're gonna win games just off that, off playing hard, playing defense.
Being competitive.
And they don't do that. They haven't had that in so long.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping
Go into the
Thibodeau,
season expecting
old
them.
school type of coach, will get them to play defense and play the right way.
Getting old.
Getting old.
So
Two depressing words right there.
getting and old. Individually, they're fine.
Yeah, but
But together, yeah. So what am I? 32. I'm turning 33 in a couple of days, actually, August
Yeah.
15th. So a few days. We'll be out
crazy.
out of the wedding on my birthday. Actually, Jess's friends get married. Shout out Jillian.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that like anything in life, like getting older or having more responsibilities or any of these types of things, like when we were younger, it was a scary thought thinking about them, because when we were younger compared to as we get older, it's like a huge difference from this moment, this snapshot to now. But I feel like because that's not how things work. We don't just get like old like automatically. It's like a gradual thing. I think that it's like it feels like the normal progression, with the exception of, I don't know, like sometimes when you have thoughts about about an experience that happened, you know, maybe 5, 7, 8, 9 years ago, and it just doesn't feel like it was that long ago. I think in those moments it is maybe less about getting old and more about like time is moving really fast. It's an interesting thing, man. It's like, I don't know, if you feel like you're like, I feel as though I'm kind of moving in a direction that I want to move in, relationship wise and other things going on in life, YouTube show and all these types of things. So it's actually really exciting for me. But then when you talk about other things, like the other aspect of getting old, like physically, like how you feeling. You see, I got like the pillow behind me here. I got the back support. You know, I'm sitting here trying to make sure I'm, you know, comfortable and stuff. So those types of things are definitely challenging. Not being able to do the things that you want to do physically. I want to like play basketball for 3 hours, 4 hours outside like we used to do back in the day.
I can't take the heat no more.
Right. That's major too, man. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on it. How about you?
Yeah. I feel like obviously it's not good and bad, but like, you know, you gain a lot of knowledge, experience. That's all great.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, it's weird, man. I look in the mirror and I'll see my like grays in my beard. I like look older a little bit, and it's just like crazy to me that I'm getting older. You know, I was a young man once, and I see myself aging. It's like a little scary. Time's flying by, and I just want to accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish, and you know, live my life the best I can and do what I want to do. But it's just a weird concept that time is going and you're getting older and
Man,
yeah.
it's like we have no control over it in terms of like making it go slower.
And am I doing the right thing? Now I'm 33. Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Am I living my life the right way? Am I taking advantage of my life and the time I have?
Yeah, leaving.
You know, like we're still young. You know, we're healthy. We're grateful for that.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't know when you're 55 what's gonna happen. You still be healthy. You still be able to do the things that you do now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's scary to think about. But I'm at work and it's like a student. I'm working extra.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, how old are you? And they were like, oh, I'm 18. I'm like, like, how old are you? They're like, I'm 33. They're like, wow, you're old. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, that's what I'm feeling. I'm like, Or when I was single and I would go to the bar, I'm like, oh, how old are you? They're like 21.
Yeah.
And I'd be like 30. I'm like, I'm old. It's like 3-0.
That's
Yeah.
you're old. Like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Look like, oh.
Yeah.
Most spontaneous thing you've ever done. I don't know. Most spontaneous. I don't think I'm a very spontaneous person, honestly. If I do something spontaneous, it's with someone who kind of like not forces me, but it's like I'm very like plan oriented.
Okay.
Like I like schedules. I don't like to just like do something at the last minute if it's not in my schedule that I made for myself for that day. I went to New York once with a friend, very like late, like 2 a.m. And
you went there at 2 a.m.
Went to, like we wasn't planning at all. We're just gonna go home. Like, let's just go to New York.
Yeah.
We went to New York, and I had an amazing time. Like it was on like a Sunday night, but like you know New York, there's always stuff open. So we ended up getting pizza. We went to this random bar, and there was this older man, probably like mid 50s or late 50s, and his band was on there, and he had this voice like it was so different than anything I've ever heard. He was so good.
Wow.
And I was like so impressed, and it was just like us and a few other people in there, and it was just a great night. I'm like, I want to do this again. Just go to New York on like a Tuesday night, and it was so empty. Yeah. I've never seen a city that empty. I was just able to walk around the streets, cars weren't buzzing by. It was like so quiet. So I seen New York in like a different way. But that was cool, a cool experience, man. We should actually do it one night.
Man, yeah, just a random night. We're not gonna sleep,
obviously, but but yeah, it was worth it because it's a different, you know, it's New York in a different way, a different experience of New York.
Then Friday night, Saturday night.
Friday, or like during the day, it's packed.
Oh, during the day.
It was a whole different experience.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
That's cool. That's really cool. Okay. My end, I would say, it's kind of, I'm kind of like you as well. Like, definitely, even maybe even more so, right? Like, things kind of structured and stuff. But I would say one year when I went on a ski trip, I was with Kenny and a few other people. And for you skiers out there, you got your easiest, which is a green square, then next difficult blue circle. I might be saying it wrong. I think it's right. Green square, blue circle. Actually, I think it's green circle, blue square. Let me know in the comments again which of those two. But those are the first two. And then it's like black diamond and then double black diamond. I've never done any of the black or double blacks before. I've only done like these two. And the people I was with, they were like, "Yo, let's, I heard the black diamond is not that bad here." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Okay, well, I'm struggling a little bit on this blue, whatever the second one was." I was like, "I'm struggling a little bit there," but I was like, I wasn't like, I'll go with that. I knew that it wasn't a good idea, but I went anyway. Okay, I went anyway because these guys are going. I don't want to like do my own thing. I want to like be with them, I guess. And when I tell you that we get to the top of this mountain, and I look as we're going up, I'm looking at them. I'm like, that's not the one we're going on. Like, yeah, that's the one. I'm like, all right, well, I'm definitely not doing it. We get to the top of the mountain. I look down. And that joint is like this. That joint is like a straight down where if you don't know what you're doing, you have no business going on here. You should not do it. Like you need to know, what you're doing there. But I think the only way, I guess, to get back down was to like, you have to call and you have to do like all that stuff. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So these guys start going down and I'm just like, okay, I guess I have to do that. I have to just figure this out and get down there. So I start going so fast as you expect, and I'm just like terrified that I don't know how to slow down. So I make myself fall down. I start tumbling down a little bit, and when I'm skiing. So when you're skiing, they were doing snowboarding. Your skis, if you're falling down, your skis may not like stay on. So one of the skis fell off. shot down the mountain. It's like mad far down there, and I'm just sitting there on like the slope, like kind of just like leaning against the ice and snow. One ski on, and I see Kenny all the way down there. I'm like, yo, Kenny. I was like, yo, what do I do right now? Man? I was like, I'm stuck. I don't know. I was like, yo, the ski's down there. He was like, you gotta like slide down, like sled down and just grab it. I was like, okay. So I think I took the other ski off, and then I was holding it, and I just slid down. I was trying to aim myself, grab the other one, got to the bottom. I was like, yo, I'm never freaking doing this again, man. It was the worst.
The Black Diamond.
Yo, man, just like being spontaneous. I guess you get experiences like that where I'm thankfully I'm okay and stuff, but it could have went a lot worse. All right, next one. Picked up 2.
That's tiny.
New York Knicks. Okay, duplicate. Good. All right, good. Cause we have a lot in here. We got to
gonna make the playoffs this year.
You think so? Oh, that sounds good. Thibodeau. It is TH, so maybe. Kanye 2020. Ooh. So Kanye is my favorite musical artist of all time. For those of you who don't know, I was surprised. I think just like most of us when saw that he's like running and stuff for president. I kind of immediately thought that he's running to like siphon votes away from the Democratic Party. That's what a lot of people are thinking and stuff. But I'll say just on the strength of watching him at and we texted about it, watching him at the rally, wherever that was, seeing him break down crying about what he was talking about in front of all these people, and the way I watched it several times, the way he was crying, it hurt me so much, like seeing that, like a person who, as a Christian man, we're supposed to not have heroes and stuff, but certainly I'll have people who I look up to, what they do musically and all that stuff, and just seeing him break down and just that affected, and it was very, very sad. But a funny thing that happened in it, that I didn't see on social media and stuff. There was the Nick Young meme where he's doing like the question mark face with the question marks. There was a guy behind him, and I have to like crop it and like maybe I'll do something with it. But like there was a guy behind him that as soon as he started, he said, I something my mother, whatever he said, and then as soon as he started crying, the guy, he did that face. He was like
spot on.
It was so, and then I think he realized that the camera's right on me, like, and then he was like clapping or doing whatever. It's so funny, man.
That's hilarious.
It is, but yeah, it's a weird thing. The fact that he's doing what he's doing, but it's not. I mean, he's allowed to do it wherever he's doing it legally and stuff, and. People are gonna. Nick Cannon said he's voting for him. I'm like, okay, it's just like, okay. Why is Nick Cannon in the news right now? Like, okay, that's fine. What do you think?
Probably not gonna vote for him. I love Kanye. I've been a fan of his music for so long. I mean, I have memories of listening to his albums. One that sticks out is I was camping and I had late registration on. I listened to it the whole trip. I had my CD player. And,
wow.
Yeah, so like that stuff, obviously that stays with me as a part of my life. But yeah, I try not to, with athletes and celebrities, I try not to get into what the media says about them because I don't know what's true, and I don't want to like judge them upon something that the media says. I try to just focus on the art or the player. I mean, obviously some things you can't avoid. I'm not big on social media, like watching what people are doing and watching E-News. And,
right.
But yeah, I seen that, and yes, I feel bad for him. I don't know what state he's in. I don't know if he's doing okay. I seen some of like tweets afterwards. And
right.
I just hope he's okay. I'm not gonna vote for him. What's sad is like funny stuff comes out of it. A serious situation because of how social media is, so you laugh at it.
Yeah.
But it is like scary to know that. I don't think he's in a good place. Personally.
Definitely not.
But I'm not gonna vote for him. But what's funny is this is probably gonna just spark so many
other people.
Oh man, years from now, that celebrities and I'm interested to see like what effect it has on politics years from now.
Yeah.
And like he obviously ruined any chance he had, or not ruined it, but like that tainted it and made it look a little off. But like if you have a celebrity that's with it and popular and,
and
they
like
can
really
step right
putting
in.
and actually
Yeah.
putting their name in the ballot like
Yeah.
early and doing all that's
Yeah.
it's true. I didn't even think
I
about
think
that.
you know, and Trump was a celebrity too. Which, like I think they're just opening it up to like, okay, and anybody can be president if you have
yeah.
a following and you have support.
Kevin Allen, 2024.
Yeah, there it is, man.
You heard it here first. You want to be my running mate or what?
I'm down, man.
Perfect. Here we go. All
I'll
right.
vote for you.
Thank you. Well, you should because you'll
Should
be
get
the vice
how many
president.
subscribers do you have?
1,031.
So that's 1,031
31
possible
votes. Possible votes, yeah. Maybe not everyone. Some people are like, well, I like your YouTube show, but I don't think you're capable of running a country. I'm sorry. All right, you're next.
What movie can you watch over and over?
You named a few, childhood ones.
Yeah,
but
I named a few childhood ones. What movie can I watch? There is movies I've watched a lot. I remember I was working in the movie theater for a while, and Ray came out with Jamie Foxx.
Never seen that.
And I watched it
crazy
so
is that?
many times. Like on my breaks, I would go watch movies.
Yeah.
Like I watched it so much. I remember taking my family to see it. And Ali with Will Smith. That's all. Those movies I watched like so many times, and I was excited to have other people watch it with me.
Experience with it. Yeah.
But for some reason, Ray stands out. I remember I got its music. I was listening to the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
And John Q stands out for me.
John
Denzel
Q.
Washington.
That was a good one.
Great movie, and I remember watching it in the theaters with my family and like.
Did anyone get up and start clapping like when?
They did, I think, actually.
Same with me. But did we see it together? I don't think we saw it together.
No, I seen it with my family.
Okay,
We went to,
yeah.
Dinner and a movie.
Yeah. People were like really.
Yeah. It was a great movie.
That was definitely a powerful one. All right, so when we're done with this, I need to add.
Yeah.
These are two movies I would have never thought. I mean, they're so old, but I know they were so good. People love them. Ray and Ali. I've never seen either of those.
Both amazing movies.
Yeah. All right. So that's a easy. Those are easy watches for me because I love biopics, and there's kind of no reason. And I love music, obviously, and I love sports. No reason for me not to have seen those.
Together.
Mine is gonna be Cable Guy. That might be.
Movie.
That might be my just watch just have on and probably will never get bored of it. Yeah. It's such dark humor. It is so. It's just so many just funny parts. But I never really watched it as a child. We kind of got into it later, me and my family. And yeah, it's my favorite comedy of all time. So I can definitely watch that many times. And also,
a lot of movies I love,
there's so many. Miss Doubtfire. I will watch that right now.
Adam Sandler movies. I love. A lot of Martin Lawrence.
Click was good.
Click was amazing.
I've only seen that once. I need to watch that again. Wedding Planner I have not seen. I know that's supposed to be good. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Some good classics there.
Yeah,
all right,
like those movies.
Next one. We moving, bro. Well, this one's cut a little in half. Oh, this is good. This is the one that's cut.
Right.
Time spent on social media / phone. So I have thoughts about this. So during the green smoothie cleanse episode, which I'll link down below as well. Hopefully I do have time to link all these. There's a lot I have to watch through. I'll be like, I'll link this, link that.
Write everything down.
Yeah, no. When I'm editing, I probably will do that, and I'll edit this part out too, by the way. But I would say during that cleanse, one of the things that I talked about was how impactful, how strong mentally I felt having the discipline to only drink green smoothies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 10 days. I was like, dang, I feel great about myself being able to do this. And so now with social media and being on my phone, and maybe this might be the reminder that I kind of just need to actually do it. I talked about it a week ago. I haven't done it yet, but I know that it would be beneficial and healthy for me to have some type of restriction on my phone and social media. You've told me before, I think sometimes when you're home or even when you go out and play basketball, you're leave your phone away, you don't have it with you just so you can kind of detach. So I'm thinking when I'm playing the piano downstairs, I'm not going out as much, and if I do go out, I probably do need to have my phone for other reasons. But if I'm playing the piano or if I'm somewhere else watching TV or whatever around the house, my phone doesn't need to be on me. It's a good thing for it not to be. But we're just so focused on needing to be on at all times, needing to have it with you. So I would say two quick things that I'm going to implement. I've done these on occasion here and there, but I'm definitely going to implement them. One of them is Instagram, Facebook, social media, basically any social media Instagram, Facebook, social media. No.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, any social media. Like saying, okay, every other day I'm not using any of them.
Okay.
Right. So that's one thing that I'm planning to implement. Another thing that I've done in the past was I have like a tablet at home. So like I've deleted all social media from my phone and like only spent like 20 minutes or something at night going on like checking out stuff for a few minutes on my tablet at home. That was actually really effective. And then last but not least is this one. So you know how you have your phone and you get a text message notification, or you get an Instagram notification, or you get a Bleacher Report or ESPN.
Yeah.
It's like all these different things are vying for your attention. So what I've done, I've basically removed almost all notifications from my phone.
Wow.
So now nothing notifies me of anything. And so as a result of that, like I've had no idea like what's going on with the Knicks, for example. I would always know everything that's happening with them,
you would
like
let me
every
know.
little
Wow.
detail, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I don't need that real estate in my brain being taken up for Knicks hire assistant coach from Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I've done and that's still going on. That's been effective. What do you think?
It's funny. I get on my. I think I spoke to you about it once. I don't know if everyone gets it. I get like a weekly update of like how many hours I spent on my phone per day for that week.
Okay.
And it's crazy, yo. One time I was like 7 hours and something. I'm like, I spent 7 hours on my phone. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I've never been that person.
Yeah.
A lot of it is like watching. I'll like have a TV show on, but then I'll have like a basketball or baseball game on the side of my.
Okay.
So a lot of it is that, but like,
yeah,
I don't want to spend 7 hours on my phone ever. Like my days off, I don't really go on my phone. I'm not on social media a lot. At work, on my downtime is when I'm mostly on it.
Yeah.
But when I'm at home, I'm not on it as much. I watch YouTube occasionally, but I watch sports mostly on it. Or like at work, I watch Netflix on my break. I feel like I'm good about it though. But I've seen people that are, like I'll be at work with somebody and it's just us, or like it's time to like talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And they're just on it, like TikTok, just laughing amongst themselves, and I'm kind of just sitting there. So I have no choice but to go on it. But I try to, if someone's speaking to me, I'll put it down. If I'm looking at something, I try to be mindful of that. And I think about too, like when I have a kid, do I want them have their phone like at the dinner table or stuff like that? I think it's important to not, that they don't, because it's important to have like a boundary. Like it shouldn't be attached to you. You shouldn't be accessible to your friends 24/7. It's not necessary. It's
not. You're absolutely right, man. It's like, it's a matter of, I guess, retraining our brains kind of thing, because we're so used to it.
Exactly. What's funny too is like I'll be with Mariah watching a movie. I'm like, that's the key to me, to put my phone down, because like you'll be distracted.
Yep.
But she's just on it, like as the movie's going on. She'll be like, what just happened? I'm like, you watching it. Like, I don't know how you enjoy a movie, like, but you're really not watching the movie.
Yeah,
You're like also looking at TikTok.
Yeah.
But I feel like it happens so much because it's so easy to access information. Like, you're talking about something, you're like, oh, let me just look that up. You don't have to like talk to people about it. You don't have to try to figure it out. You just look it up. So like, it's too easy. It's like, oh, this movie doesn't make sense to me. Let me look it up. Yeah. Like, she'll look up a movie reviews before we even watch it.
Oh, I do.
And I don't do that because I'm like,
too much.
Yeah, and it ruins. You just experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
Just because it says it's bad doesn't mean it's gonna be a bad movie.
Sure. Especially
or she'll look up what's gonna happen because she's too excited. She can't wait. Yeah.
Nice, Mariah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
And like driving, like people will be driving and they get this like thing like, oh, I wonder who won the game. So they'll Google like who won the game as they're driving. Like, you could definitely just wait, or like
you don't need to know at this exact moment.
But it's
actually
too accessible. It's too easy. I think it's to a fault. And with the younger generation, that's what they're being raised on. Like, I think we had we didn't have it when we were younger, so we have like kind of an edge on it. Yeah. On them as far as like experience in the moment, and not being caught up on your phone. But it's crazy. So, everyone has it. Everyone's always looking at it 24/7. No matter where you go, no matter where you are.
It's up to us to, I guess, kind of realize that we should try. I believe, at least. I mean, who knows who's right, but should try to do something to limit it even if it's a little bit, like some of the things, the examples we just gave and stuff, right? Like watching a movie, like during that movie, those 2 hours, like spend time with your significant other.
If you're on a date, if you're with your friends, I mean, you know, it shouldn't be.
And it feels good.
It has a lot of benefits, obviously, like your show. You know, we got a lot of friends that have channels and promote stuff on it. But yeah, I think you gotta be in the moment, you know. Be in the moment. Even taking pictures, you know. I see people like recording the whole concert, like you're basically just watching the concert through your phone. Like, that stuff's crazy to me. Like, I think it's important to be in the moment, be there. Like your memory can remember stuff too. You don't have to
that's well said,
record
man.
an hour and a half concert.
Yeah, the whole entire
yeah. Would you rather be able to fly or teleport? That is easy for me to answer because I've always wanted to be able to fly. I think it would just be a cool
that's funny.
experience.
Okay.
Like teleporting is cool. Like bam, I'm there. But like it would be cool to just fly above everything, and see it in a different perspective, and I'll be able to dunk, which I've never been able to do. And like as a basketball player, I've always wanted to just like dunk on somebody.
I love it.
So if I could just fly up and dunk on somebody, that would be cool.
I'm going with the same thing. It's easy for me, but I'm gonna go with teleport because I think that like being able to go anywhere in the world instantly will mean that I can go everywhere in the world if I wanted to, and that's like something that I would love to do. Like I could just go wherever I want. I can go to Thailand right now and just like get like a $5 massage or something.
Yeah,
or get some pad Thai, authentic pad Thai.
Go to Chick-fil-A and come back with a sandwich.
Instantly. But I guess there might be some dangers with that too.
I'm sure.
Like you have you have everything that's always accessible. So now it's like, are you?
It's too.
It's too might be too much, you know.
Yeah.
If you get locked up, you can just escape easily.
You can get rid of your car though. Save money.
Get rid of your car, save some money. Yeah. I'm going with that for sure.
If you get locked up, who would care?
Exactly. It's like I'm just gonna leave like in a few seconds once you go.
Damn.
That's what's about to happen. Okay. Good topic. This is not going to be skipped. Gaming for kids. So I think I have a slightly different opinion on gaming than most people. I think a lot of people think about gaming as being like, riding your brain and that type of thing. I think that kids who play excessively because maybe their parents allow them to or whatever the case, don't have the restrictions, I think that is definitely bad for sure. Like there's other things that kids could and should be doing, for their growth and stuff. But I also think that when it comes to gaming, like a game like Tetris Effect, for example, that's Tetris with amazing music and amazing visuals and some mental stuff going on, right? To kind of figure out how to well, you guys know how to play Tetris and stuff. So like to me, things like that are kind of so artistic and are working parts of the brain that maybe, definitely watching a TV show or doing something that's as passive is not going to actually do. So I guess I would say that I think like gaming for kids is fine as long as it's kind of done in moderation. I know that when I was a kid, I've had such amazing experiences playing certain games and reliving certain, like one of my episodes of the show we talked about, and I was a kid at this time, I suppose. I was maybe like, I don't know, 15 or something like that when this game came out. We talked about like our favorite video game moments, and we talked about how in Metal Gear Solid 1, this game for PlayStation 1, years ago, in order to beat this boss who was a psychic, he reads every single one of your moves. Every time you attack, he knows where you're going to attack. In order to beat him, you had to unplug the controller and put it in the second controller slot. And now he can't read what you're doing, and now you can attack him. Something like that blew my mind, and that's something that's like stuck with me. Like, man, someone had that idea about, let's have him unplug it. Like, that's the only way you could beat this boss. And so like stuff like that is memorable to me, along with the music and games that I still listen to, to this day. So I'm an advocate for it for sure, as long as it's done in moderation.
Yeah, I too am an advocate for it. I didn't play a lot when I was younger. I think there is kids that spend too much time playing video games. And what's crazy is now, like, video games can be a career, right?
That's wild. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I still don't think I would want my kid to do that. I think maybe when they get older, but like as young, I want them to go play basketball. I want them to go like get a scratch on their knee and fall off their bike. That's like important
want your
stuff.
kid to get hurt.
Yeah, just go out there and get hurt.
I want my child to experience agony.
Yeah.
Actually, is what I want.
I think that's important. I think the memories, like you said, you have amazing memories from video games, which is cool. But my memories are from being with my friends, pretending we were detectives and pretending we were ninjas, and like getting in some trouble, nothing crazy.
The boy band stuff, I think you did.
We tried to, boy band.
Yeah,
we tried to have a concert, magic show. I think that stuff. I think is important. The creative aspect of it.
Absolutely. All right, awesome. All right, we got 2 questions left, ladies and gents. So I'm gonna pick one more out here.
Hopefully, it's a good one.
I'm gonna skip this one.
What was it?
Entanglement.
That was more of a joke. That was a good skip.
Good skip. Thanks. This one is a state of hip hop. Okay. So, and you know what we're gonna do? We don't have that much time. We're gonna go back to these like at another like. All right. State of hip hop. So I'm gonna say, as a huge music person, someone who's into music a lot. How is the state of hip hop right now? Well, most of the artists that I listen to a lot are ones who I've been listening to for a number of years. That might be the same with a lot of people who are fans of music and stuff. But I would say, like, I feel like that right now the state of hip hop is not, I don't think it's great. I think most of the big artists right now are not artists that I'm a fan of. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean that hip hop is not in a good state right now. I guess it just means that it's in a different state than what resonates with me, what moves the needle with me. But I would say the youngest hip hop artists who I'm, big fan of are Kendrick, who I don't even know exactly how old he is, but J. Cole, Kendrick, Big Sean, like that era, and definitely Tyler the Creator now, who's maybe not so much of a hip hop artist, how he brands himself, but I would say those are kind of my favorites now.
Yeah, I think like you said, I listen to a lot of older stuff. I will listen to stuff just to see, what it's like Juice WRLD I listen to, and Young Thug I try to listen to like a couple of his albums.
Oh yeah, I like his stuff too.
Yeah. So that stuff, but what's crazy is this is Juice WRLD album. He's like mostly like singing, auto-tune, all that stuff. But I've seen him freestyle like on Tim West. He had like an hour where he freestyled over different Eminem beats.
What?
And he freaking murdered it.
Really?
Like he can rap, but he just doesn't do it.
Okay.
So that's weird. It's weird to me to think that like that's what's popular, so that's why they do it.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna make them money.
Wow.
But like I guess they, if they can do what we enjoy, more rap, more lyrics.
Yeah.
So that was crazy to me. I was like taken aback at how good he was, his flow. I was like, you should definitely check it out. And the fact that it was over Eminem beats was also cool.
Yo, I'm absolutely gonna watch that.
Eminem actually shouted him out as one of like the best freestyles in the game right now, which is crazy. And Logic too, I think, was on there and said he was one of like the best freestyles that's out right now.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. So,
that's wild.
That's crazy to think, but that like I don't know. The state of hip hop is weird. What's popular now is not the hip hop I grew up with. But I guess that's still alive. The artists just don't put it out as much because it's not what's popular. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess, in the future, how it evolves, or if it'll evolve again or kind of stay where it's at now. Most embarrassing or hilarious childhood memory.
Nice.
I have 2 that stick out. One was I was doing go-karts with my family, and like how at the end you pull in like a line behind everybody. I was like pulling in. I was probably like a teen, I don't know, 12 or something, 13. I was pulling in behind. I hit the gas instead of the brake. I just like slammed into the person in front of me, and like people were like hurt. It was so. I remember being like beat red. I'm like still to this day like I have like a go-kart phobia. I'm like scared to go out go-karts now.
Yo.
And then another one was it was my birthday. I don't know, 10 maybe, I don't know. And we went to a bowling alley. They go bowling with my family. The whole basketball team was there from Fatima Falcons. And I went up to bowl with my cousin, like went to pass me, but he pulled down my underwear too.
Oh my God.
So everything was out. It was embarrassing.
Which cousin?
Embarrassing. I think it was Kyle. Travis's older brother.
Older brother, yeah.
But yeah, it was an embarrassing moment, man.
That's horrible, Kyle. It's also hilarious.
It was.
Mine would be in 6th grade when I moved here from Yonkers. I was doing a group project in one of my classes, and I was sitting in front with Kwame, this guy, and a few other people I don't remember. and something happened where like either I didn't prepare properly or I messed up or something like that. And Kwame chastised me in front of the entire class. I think that's the right word. He was saying I need to do better or saying whatever as a sixth grader would say. And I was so embarrassed. I started crying in front of the whole class. I started crying and ran out of the classroom.
That's actually hilarious.
That's in sixth grade. And now as a teacher who teaches sixth grade, I'm thinking about my class. I'm like, man, like if that happened in my, and actually that has happened in my class where someone started crying for something or whatever. But so I guess not so bad. It's not that uncommon. I guess
it happens.
But exactly, it happens to the best of us. Yeah. So that was mine. But that's what we're gonna wrap up. So I just want to say that this was a lot of fun.
This was great, man.
Had a great time. I'm definitely looking forward to doing. Where's the other questions over here? Somewhere. They're somewhere over there. But we got some more questions, and they will probably hit up next time. But definitely appreciate your time joining me.
Thanks for having me on the show, man.
And of course, bro,
it
and
took
for the
a while,
idea,
but you know,
it's worth it.
Was right. What's funny is, I hope I have time to say this, but yeah, being behind the camera is a whole different thing. Or in front of the camera. I was like, I'm gonna do a couple jokes, and none of them came out. I just froze up. I'm like,
once that light went on, bro.
Yeah, man, it was a different. But I'm grateful to be a part of it. I'm proud of you as a friend for doing your show, your music, all that stuff is great, man.
Thanks, man.
And I'm happy to be a part of it. I love watching it. Yeah, I always support you.
Appreciate you, man. Definitely means a lot, bro.
No problem.
So yeah, man. So we'll leave it with that. If this is your first time on the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button if you're interested in watching more content like this. And definitely looking forward to getting this video out to you guys, and I will catch you guys next time. All right, later.